Quick!
Ah, yes indeed. And speaking of waterfowls, boy do we have a show for you tonight. 4 special guests will be speaking on the topic of the frontier during the post-revolution era right here in America. Let's take a look tonight on 5.5 Minutes. After the American Revolution, the definition of the frontier changed. Here in the studio we have Misters Keblish and Lee, poetry expert and poet, respectively. Can either of you support this claim with evidence from William Cullen Bryant's piece, To a Waterfowl?
Of course, the boundless sky and infinite land over which the bird flies is clearly a metaphor for the vast wilderness on the frontier that has yet to be conquered by man. This is evident through his diction in lines 14, 15, and 30. Bryant uses words such as pathless, illimitable, and boundless.
Well, Mr. Klebish, I gotta say you're wrong. I mean, you're a poetry expert, and I'm a poet, so I know what he means when he writes it. You just study poetry. So, what I think he means when he wrote it is, I think he meant to say that, well, he produces an image of a bird flying, swallowed up by a rosy, glowing, and limitless abyss in the sky. For, here's a quote, "Which glow the heavens with the last steps of the day, the abyss of heaven has swallowed up thy form." So, as a poet myself, I know exactly what he means. He's saying he's just flying, and it's endless. It's like the desert and illimitable air, like the ocean. It's just vast. It's never gonna end.
Very interesting points. And with us today, we have an expert historian, Mr. Book. Mr. Book, do you see any connection between James Fenimore Cooper's The Last of the Mohicans and To a Waterfowl?
As a matter of fact, I do. Both poems have repeated imagery of death. In To a Waterfowl, Bryant conjures the image of a hunter killing its prey. He warns the waterfowl not to be caught. The line goes something along the lines of, vainly the fowler's eye might mark thy distant flight to do thee wrong. The waterfowl here is a metaphor for the Native American tribes that were killed or evicted during the exploration period westward. This image of death is doubly present in Cooper's piece. Firstly, the Mohican, who goes by the name of Chinachigook, is described as wearing body paint that personifies death itself. His body, which was nearly naked, presented a terrific emblem of death, drawn in intermingled colors of white and black. This motif of death is seen again when Chinga and Hawkeye speak about their respective races' histories. It's understood that both races have belligerent pasts, but that the white man has been more aggressive of the two. Hawkeye accepts that my people have many ways of which I can't prove. Chinga points out that the white men spread rumors of the natives being savages in order to justify bearing arms against them. In a very deep manner, Chingachgook inquires, is there no difference between the stone-headed arrow of the warrior and the leaden bullet with which you kill? Essentially, the connection between these two passages is that of the extinction of Native American tribes. Clearly, when the explorers moved westward, they killed natives and forced them out of their homes. One might almost say that they hunted natives. This violence essentially killed off all of them until there were none left. Hence, the last of the Mohicans.
And we're back.
Yes, very, very profound analysis. Thank you. Today we have a professor of literature at the University of Schumanheimer, Dr. Frederick. Dr. Frederick, what is your interpretation of the frontier at this point in American history?
Well, if you read Bryant's poem really, really closely, it could clearly be seen towards the end that, I'm sorry to say, but the duck is trying to kill itself.
No. Well, it's 3:45. We get to leave. Thank you very much on another segment of 5.5 Minutes.